What's going on, everybody? Mr. Spottleson here. Um, we're at lesson 5 here of our algebra prep. And today we're going to focus on decimals, fractions, and percents. Okay, very simple. Just a lot of review today. Stuff you've seen, stuff we did at the beginning of the year. But again, the whole point of what we're doing right now and how we're going to end the year is to just kind of get you guys finished up for algebra. Okay. Here's the homework answers. If you want to pause, actually, no, it's not if you want to. I want you to pause and use your homework from the assignment that you turned in yesterday and check your answers. Make sure you have those. Okay. If you didn't get one of those, that's all the reason for you to send me a remind, send me an email, send me a message on Canvas, and let's do a conference so we can sit and talk about what some of these answers might be. Okay? So pause the video, check your answers. All right. I put this graphic on here just kind of as a reminder. I feel like sometimes people get a little bit confused at what actually fractions are saying. Okay. When it says 1/4, that means it's one, the shaded one, of the four that aren't shaded. Or of the, I'm sorry, one is shaded of the total four parts. Okay, or here, one of the two total are shaded. Or here, one of the three total are shaded. Okay, I just wanted to kind of explain that. I feel like sometimes that kind of gets swept under the rug and people kind of ignore a little bit about what fractions mean. Okay, all right. So these first couple here, right? It says write each fraction as a decimal. Now, I checked with the algebra teachers and I was like, honestly, do the students need to know how to put a fraction to it or a decimal as a fraction the paper pencil way? And they don't. I asked, I was prepared. I thought I was going to teach you guys that method. They said it's not worth it. Okay, so, and to some degree I agree, some degree I don't. But for today, I'm just going to show you how to quickly do them on your calculator. Okay, if you take 3 divided by the 8, okay, you're going to take your 3, this is like a divided sign, and then 8, and then you're going to get our, oh, I messed up this should say write each fraction as a decimal. Let's just flip them. Whoops. Okay, but when we do our 3 divided by 8, we get 0.0. Oh, no, sorry, I'm messing all kinds of stuff up today. 375. 0.375. Okay. Same thing over here. 5/9. We take 5 divided by 9. We get 0.5. And then we want to put a line over the top because it's a repeating decimal. So 0.5 repeating. Okay. So very simple. Fraction to decimal. Take the top divided by the bottom. We get our answer. Now, this one, messed up again, should say write each decimal as a fraction. Okay, but for the time being, I will go ahead and just show you guys here. So it's 75 over. Now, since this goes, we want to look at what place value this goes to. So this is the tenths place, and this is the hundredths place. Since it goes to the hundredths, we want to divide by 100. And then we want to simplify this, we want to find the GCF of both of these. That should be familiar. We just did it. The GCF is 25 for both of these. So if I divide by 25 and I divide by 25, I'm going to get 3/4 for my fraction. Okay. Here, I have 0.4, and it's only to the tenths place, so I want to just divide by the 10. And then in this case here, I want to find the GCF of 4 and 10. In this case, the GCF is 2. So I divide by 2, and I get 2/5. Okay. Here I have 0.032, so I have 32. And then now this is the tenths, this is the hundredths, and this is the thousandths place. So we want to put divided by 1,000. Now, I talk to students all the time, and they're like, well, Mr. Spottelson, what if I don't know the GCF? I can't find the GCF of 32 and 1,000 really easily. Yeah, I kind of agree with you. We could find it pretty easily, but if you don't want to do that, you can always just divide by 2 each time. Okay, so if I have 32 over 1,000, and I divide by 2, I'm going to get 16 over 500. That's still, I can divide by 2 again, and I get 8 over 250. Oh, well, guess what, Mr. Spot? I can divide by 2 again. Divide by 2, I get 4 over 125. That right there is the simplified fraction, 4 over 125. You also have the A, B over C button that can simplify those fractions on your calculator. Okay? All right. Now, write each repeating decimal as a fraction. Okay? And here's how I'm going to teach this one. Okay? We take the number, which is a 6, that's after the decimal, and it's repeating. So we're not going to put it over 100. Instead, I'm going to put it over a 9 because the place value is in the tens place. So I take 10 minus 1, I get 9. 6/9 simplifies to 2/3. That is the fraction for that repeating decimal. Now for 0.63, I didn't want to put that decimal there. This here is into the hundredths place, so I'm going to take 100 minus 1 and put it over 99. Okay. Now, as you go to simplify here, I want to show you if you use your A, B over C button on your calculator. Okay, here I'll pull up a TI 30 calculator real quick, and you can see. Okay. Here's your calculator right here. This A, B over C button will simplify fractions too. Okay, so if you do, now, I would prefer you to use the GCF method like I showed right here. But if you do your 63 and then you press your A, B over C button, it'll give a little symbol that looks like that. Okay, and then you put 99, you're going to get our simplified fraction, which in this case is going to be 7/11. Okay. All right, and then the same thing here, it's 121. Now this time it goes to the tens, hundredths, thousandths place. I'm going to take 1,000 minus 1 and set it over 999. And that is the simplified fraction there. Once you plug it into your calculator, you see that it does not simplify at all. Okay? So that is repeating decimal to fraction. Okay? Last thing here is changing between decimals and percents. Okay? If I have 0.87, okay, I need to move the decimal. If I'm going from a decimal to a percent, I move the decimal 2 places to the right. Always. 2 places to the right. So in this case here, the decimal is 0.87, so I go 1, 2 over, and it's 87%. Another example could be if it was 0.963, I would move the decimal 2 to the right, and I'd get 96.3%. Now, if I'm at a percent and I want to go to a decimal, I'm going to move it 2 places to the left. So 83%, the decimal's right there. It gets moved 1, 2 over there, and I get 0.83. Okay? And that would be my answer there. All right? So I went through these kind of quick. I strongly suggest as you're working on this assignment, you come back to the video where I talk about that, and it should help you out. So yeah, this is again, we're gonna do 2 more after this, 2 more lessons where I actually teach something, and then we're gonna end on that last week. You'll have the whole week to do a quiz, and that'll be it. Okay, so we're getting to the end here. Okay, please finish strong. I'm starting to notice a little bit of a drop in participation. I'm noticing, I'm having more and more missed assignments. Let's get them in. Okay. So here's the assignment. Same thing. I'll put the worksheet on Canvas. We're doing 1 through 23 odd. As always, if there are any questions, concerns, you just want to say hi, stop into a conference, text or send a remind, email me, whatever it might be. Let's get in contact so we can talk. All right? Thank you. See you next time.